Welcome back to Healthy Body, Calm Mind. My friend's high blood pressure is known as a silent killer. It doesn't cause pain right away, but quietly damages the heart, the brain, the kidneys, and even the eyes over time. What's even more dangerous is that many people, even while receiving treatment, still make mistakes that seem harmless and later pay the price with serious complications. Today, we're going to walk through the 15 most dangerous mistakes so you can recognize them early and avoid them in time. Many people believe that once their blood pressure returns to normal, they can stop taking their medication. But the truth is your pressure is only stable because of the medicine. When you stop, the drug loses its effect within days, your blood vessels tighten again, and the numbers rise sharply. This sudden spike can lead to a stroke, a heart attack, or even a brain hemorrhage without warning. The best thing you can do for yourself is to take your medication consistently exactly as your doctor prescribes. Never stop just because you feel fine. Another dangerous mistake is not monitoring your blood pressure regularly. Many people assume that if they're taking medication, their pressure must be under control. But without checking, you won't know if the dose is too strong, too weak, or no longer effective. Irregular monitoring leaves you vulnerable to silent fluctuations that can trigger stroke or heart failure. That's why every home should have a reliable blood pressure monitor. Check it once a day at the same time each day to understand how your body is truly doing. Some people even share prescriptions with friends or family thinking we have the same condition, so the same pill should work. But each person's health is different. One might have diabetes, another kidney issues, another heart problems. Using someone else's prescription can cause dangerously low blood pressure, dizziness, or even damage to your liver and kidneys. Always get your own prescription. Never use someone else's medication ever. And then there are people who believe healthy individuals don't need to check their blood pressure. This is one of the most common life-threatening assumptions. High blood pressure often has no symptoms at all. Some people walk around with readings of 200 on 100 and feel perfectly normal until they collapse with a stroke. Even if you feel completely healthy, check your blood pressure at least every 6 months, especially if you're over 40 or have a family history of heart disease. Another mistake that causes a lot of harm is taking medication irregularly only when you remember. When blood pressure rises and falls unpredictably, it puts enormous strain on your blood vessels and heart. These swings damage the artery walls, causing plaque buildup and increasing the risk of blocked or ruptured vessels. Set an alarm. Take your medication at the same time every day. Make it a natural part of your routine, like brushing your teeth. Some people also switch their medication on their own because someone else told them about a better pill. But each body responds differently. Switching medications without guidance can cause sudden drops in blood pressure, fainting, kidney damage, or heart rhythm issues. Only adjust your medication under the supervision of a cardiologist. A very dangerous misconception is believing that high blood pressure in older adults is normal and doesn't require treatment. This is absolutely false. Uncontrolled high blood pressure at any age dramatically increases the risk of stroke, dementia, heart failure, and kidney disease. Older adults still need active monitoring and proper treatment. Staying stable helps them stay independent, sharp, and healthy. Another common mistake is relying on unregulated herbal or traditional remedies. Some people boil leaves or roots at home, thinking these methods are safer than modern medicine. But many unverified remedies can damage the liver, harm the kidneys, and do nothing to control blood pressure. If you choose herbal options, make sure they are clinically tested, properly sourced, and supervised by a doctor. Some patients only take their medication when they feel unwell, when they have headaches, dizziness, or fatigue. But high blood pressure often has no symptoms. Waiting until you feel something wrong might mean you're already on the brink of a stroke or heart failure. If you have hypertension, take your medication every single day, even when you feel perfectly normal. There's also the belief that high blood pressure has no cause. That's not true. There are two types: primary hypertension, which has no single clear cause, and secondary hypertension, which is caused by underlying illnesses like kidney artery, narrowing thyroid problems, or adrenal tumors. Getting properly evaluated is crucial. If you have secondary hypertension, treating the underlying disease can actually bring your blood pressure back to normal. Some people think medication alone is enough and continue eating salty foods, drinking alcohol, smoking, or living under constant stress. These habits fight against the medication, weakening its effect and worsening the condition. A healthier lifestyle, reducing salt, eating more vegetables, limiting alcohol, quitting smoking, exercising, and sleeping well, makes your medication far more effective. The opposite mistake also happens. Some people think lifestyle changes alone are enough, so they refuse medication. While diet and exercise are essential, they can only support blood pressure control, not replace medication. Many people rely on lifestyle alone and end up with uncontrolled pressure, eventually suffering a stroke because they trusted natural methods. The safest approach is a combination of medication and healthy habits. Another misconception is believing that once you're on medication, you can eat and drink whatever you want. But unhealthy habits continue to damage the heart and blood vessels, making the medication far less effective. Medication cannot protect you from your lifestyle, only you can. And finally, some people use the same prescription for years without ever going back for follow-up visits. But your condition changes over time. A dose that worked last year may now be too strong or too weak, increasing the risk of low blood pressure or organ damage. Regular checkups every 3 to 6 months are essential so your doctor can adjust your treatment as needed. These 15 mistakes are 15 dangerous traps, and falling into even one of them can cost you a stroke, a heart attack, kidney failure, or even blindness. Just a moment of carelessness can lead to consequences that may follow you for the rest of your life. So remember this: take your medication correctly, consistently, and on time. Combine it with a healthy lifestyle, a balanced diet, regular exercise, good sleep, a calm and positive mind, and most importantly, regular checkups. These are the keys to living longer, living healthier, and living peacefully with your loved ones. Before you leave, don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Every week, we bring you life-saving knowledge to protect your heart, your blood pressure, and your long-term health. Share this video with someone you care about, because one simple click today might save a life tomorrow.